And we are live once again from the public library. At least I am. And we are set to watch episode 12 of Outlaw Star. And
Yes, sir.
it appears that we are going to have some ship to ship grappler ship combat.
Yes.
So this ought to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's been a
so
while since we've had some
um,
grappler on grappler action.
I am ready. I am ready anytime you're ready to hit the play.
I'm doing dubs. Yeah, I'm doing dubs. All right.
And
Cool.
for those that may be in the audience, click on the Discord link and watch along with us.
Yeah. Here we go.
A channel. Um, we're watching on the so click on the Discord link and with us. And I am gonna put myself on now.
All right. I am in the Discord. There it is.
All right. See if it asks me to go to the right one this time.
All right.
So it's ready for the next one.
That was a pretty. Let me click off of that one. That's it. And here's the here's the moral of the story right here. Never trust a guy named Harry in a bow, or a guy
True
named
words.
what was the other one? A guy named
Gwen.
Gwen.
Yeah.
Hey, Bear. So we have a new guy with us today. How's it going, 66?
It's going great, man. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with this show?
Oh yeah, I'd say so. Watched it a lot back in the day when it aired on TV. Any chance I got. Like I still remember the bumper promo for it. It's very vivid in my head.
Yeah. Well, the kid up there, he's quite himself. I'm kind of the new guy or newbie or whatever. So I'm this is the first go round for me. So it's like a new show for me. So
Oh, there's
I'm
many shows that I
definitely,
wish.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just gonna say I'm definitely liking it. You know.
Yeah, there's many shows that I wish I could enjoy over again as the first time, and this is probably one of them. But it's also nice to
Yeah.
go back and watch it and see newer things that I either have missed the first time around.
I mean, you know, there's been like a couple of term meh episodes, but you know, it's still been pretty good watching it, and a lot of the time, you know, my biggest complaint is the fact that it's over so quick. You know, like just when you're like really getting into it, no, that's the end of the episode.
Yeah. There's a lot of them that do that. It's like it ramps up and then it's over with. It gets disappointing. And especially like watching it back on when it was on TV, having to wait a full week for the next episode was absolute torture.
Yeah, but that just was something good that you liked. You know, I mean, it's plus, you know, it gave you something to look forward to, and
Oh yeah.
which, you know, these days, you know, like I don't know, we'll call them the Netflix generation. You know, they're all like, you know, watching a whole season of a show, you know, in like a weekend or whatever, and it's like, you know, it's like you can, you can, you know, it's good, I guess, because you know you can watch the whole thing. Bad because you know now it's over and you end up having to wait, you know, 6 months to a year for like the next season to come. It's like, you know, what do you, what in the meantime or whatever. But which I realize, you know, there's so much stuff out there these days that could probably find something to talk about in the meantime, between see, whatever show it is, but at the same time, I mean, back in the day of weekly television, there were kinds of things to watch, but it was one episode a week, and it's like, oh yeah, well I can't wait till Friday, for to see what go to Miami Vice, or whatever it was. That's Miami Vice was like one of my favorite shows from the '80s. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
excuse me, I'm in Outlaw Star. Aisha cracks me the hell.
She's my favorite.
Oh yeah, Aisha's great.
But
She's got a lot of good interactions with just about all the characters.
And it's funny because like this was she was really toned down, from her little spasmodic, her, from 0 to Psycho in like 2.5,
I think that's
like,
when she still had the confidence of the Kataro Empire behind her. And now I think she kind of realizes that they left her high and dry.
Yeah, and when they probably first introduced her, it was probably to get you to kind of recognize that character, and so they had to tone her down in order not to overshadow the other characters.
That's true too.
Well, I just liked how Jean was like, yeah, we'll have to do this, and she's all like, what? Just like she was just all confused and shit. Like,
yeah, she is definitely the comedy relief for the show. She's not a smart character.
But, so yeah, they so it thought that there was 2 ships, I guess, huh? Like
Sneaky
twin,
devils.
the McDougalls had twin ships, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I gathered when watching it, is that they always did the duels, and it wasn't really a duel because they're outlaws, they're scumbags. They don't care to cheat. They're just gonna get their way regardless of how they have to do it. Honor does not exist between them.
But which what was it? What episode? But it was fairly early when they started, diving in, like Gene was having, the flashback, he would see that, that ship, and that's, as the one that, attacked him and his dad, and, caused his death or whatever. And so I'm just curious though I don't think they really let it like who it was exactly. Like it was was it the older brother, or maybe like their dad or something, because I mean Gene was like, what? How old do you think Gene was when that happened?
I
think he might have been the
believe he
same
was
age as
around
Harry.
12 or 13.
Yeah.
So, and he's what? Probably like mid-20s now or something that he's supposed to be.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, like 26, 27, I believe it was.
So basically, a decade or so give or take a few years. So, the older brother he might have been old enough uh, to been, pulling shenanigans, but I don't know if Harry would have been, I don't know, old enough to be, part of part of that crew or whatever. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious as to find out who, the trigger man or whatever, so to speak. Like who's, who's ultimately responsible for, for what happened to him and his dad back then.
Yeah, it definitely becomes a little bit of a shock when you find out.
But I wonder. Oh, crap. I'm drawing a blank now. Yeah, Suzuka.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder where she is. Last time we saw her was
She was still at that
chilling on the
with her at the
beach or
race.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back on Hayfong, I believe.
But,
yeah, I'm trying to remember and keep stuff straight in my head because I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Yeah, it's hard. That's why it's been a while for me, so I just know it'll reveal itself in due time.
Yeah, because I can definitely remember a lot of the key points in the show.
yeah.
Like, I mean, this was the first real introduction you get to the McDougal brothers.
Mm-hmm. Kind of what they're all about. Before there's like a big facade and kind of an air of mystery, but now we're delving into the deep stuff and getting kicked off on the actual goal for the entire series here with the Galactic Ley Line, the K Pirates, and then kind of how the Outlaws play into all of it.
Yeah. I'll tell you, one of the things that I really enjoyed about this series is that when I think like sci-fi, this series just kind of rings sci-fi to me.
Oh yeah.
And I actually hold it probably higher than even Cowboy Bebop or even Trigun.
Never seen Trigun, but I think I do have Outlaw Star held just a little bit higher than Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't. I mean, it's. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I could compare them because I really liked. Cowboy Bebop. I mean, like the the music and stuff was
Yeah.
fantastic, and this the in the storyline, the way they were always seeming to, something would get jacked up with their, trying to collect a bounty or something like. So it's like they were, they were always, the proverbial starving artists or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I always
And
got to have a struggle.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and Ed, Ed, that was just
You got Ed on that side and Aisha on our side being the comic relief,
yeah,
but still two
but
different dynamics.
yeah, but the only thing about Bebop was the way it ended. I'm like, oh come on,
Yeah.
seriously.
It was meant to
But
be more focused hardcore.
from what I've been told though, when Cowboy Bebop came out, that was kind of par for the course with a lot of animes. Like the main character, becomes a martyr type. You know, at the end, like they become a martyr. They they go out in a blaze of glory or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, they complete their
Yeah.
hero's journey
yeah,
to beginning to end, and that's kind of the difference between like a manga and anime opposed to comics and Western entertainment, is that we kind of
mm,
tend to linger on stuff, whereas they end and then they just like make tons of toys and figures and stuff and just market it all to hell.
yeah. But I don't know. I just didn't really see any good reason or whatever for died at the end. It's like, but
Well,
anywho,
They kind of ramp up.
yeah. But this show, I don't. It's definitely more lighthearted, for lack of a better term, than say Cowboy Bebop.
yeah,
I think this one kind
But
of bridged between, the younger generation of anime and kind of brought the teenagers on to kind of carry them,
mm,
more towards more adult themes. I want to say, definitely
yeah,
more adult themes because you start out kind of, lighthearted, and there's going to be an episode we get to that's definitely not made
mm,
for kids. 66, you might know the hot spring episode, but I don't know if you've
oh
seen
yeah,
it. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be the one not for kids. But
yeah.
in
The
Japan, these animes that have these kind of like, for us, quote unquote, adult
mm,
themes, where to them it's something
yeah,
normal, like seeing somebody nude in a bathhouse is like, oh, so. Or for us, it's like,
that's
oh my god, how are they showing that kid's penis right now? That's
yeah.
pedophilia right there. That's
yeah,
why are
that's
you staring at that?
I mean, heck, the original Dragon Ball series showed Goku's penis in like the first 5 minutes,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
was only like 8 years old.
And even to this day,
Mm,
like I remember watching Kill la Kill. They had the kid gets naked in there plenty of times, and it's like, they
yeah.
can't show that around here now. But in Japan, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's part of their culture, but it's completely normal. It's like us
Mm.
swearing, in public nowadays. Some people are like,
Well,
oh my goodness, but for us, it's like,
right.
man, just
Well,
for the kid.
it's all in the context. It's not like it's not like it's a certain movie on Netflix about uh 11-year-old working. Um
Yeah, and I
so
mean, at the end of the day, this is just 2D drawings on paper, so
yeah.
it, you know. But
Uh, sorry, I can't type and talk at the same time apparently.
Like walking and chewing bubblegum, or talking and chewing bubblegum. I can't remember. One of
have
them
y'all
two.
ever tried to drink and walk? Jesus,
I
Yeah,
I can't do it.
can,
it
but
takes some focus, but I can multitask that.
uh, no, I just for a minute and like concentrate on what I was gonna do. But oh, I actually, Mr. Kid, actually not going to be available the next couple of days to play the episode for us.
Yes,
He's
unfortunately.
he's he's our he's our the movie projector, so to speak. But what? So in a month or so, you're welcome to pop back on with us. 66. And you're in the you're in the Twitter chat now, so that's where I throw up the StreamYard link, and anybody in that chat is more than welcome to hop on with us and talk about it, which more the merrier. So because it makes for a better discussion afterwards. Having more than one or two people, but we're a little over 46 minutes now, and I'm gonna tell everyone to whether you're in the whether you're learning it or watching this on the replay, head on over to my boy Drunk channel, and because he's live right now, and it's always a good time watching him. So that's what I'm gonna do. But appreciate everyone for stopping by, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks or so. Have a good day, everybody.